Hey, so what do we have here? Brian Stock. Hi, Brian. Um, what uh, what was your high point and low point while working on the massive Blonde Ambition World Tour with Madonna? Um, high point. Well, besides the ones I've already described about being in Rome in the car and being on stage for the first time in America, um, I think probably being in just the whole part of being in Europe. Once we had gone through rehearsals, that whole part was behind us. We'd been to Japan. We'd like cut our teeth in Japan. We had experienced the United States, and it really started to dawn on me how incredibly popular and famous she was. Because it really, I didn't know. Um, and the kind of furor and craziness that was surrounding her life and our tour. By the time we got to Europe, and I mean, the fans were crazy and mobbing us outside the hotels and stalking basically. Um, it became very surreal and fun, and I think the European leg was the most fun for me. It was lots of lots of fashion and shopping and fun dinners with cool people and parties in Paris, and I mean it was, I guess Europe for me was a high point, and even when we went to Barcelona, we had the dinners with Almodovar and you know like just so many amazing people. It really hit home what an amazing project we were on. Low point, uh, you know, I could say being on tour. The low point maybe was during rehearsals when I was uh, going to school early in the morning at USC, taking stupid classes like meteorology, and actually, doing rehearsal in the afternoon with Madonna, and assisting the choreographer, in the middle of the day, and then going home at night. I had other jobs to do too. I was doing like live shows and an industrial, and on top of my rehearsals for Madonna, and then doing my essays and stuff at night. I wouldn't say it's a low point and that was sad or anything, but it was really hard. Eventually, when we got to the end of rehearsals, I just said, "There's no way I'm going to write a term paper on meteorology and clouds, while I'm have the opportunity to be in Japan for a full month with Madonna, like running around and having the time of my life and learning so much. I mean, what better way to learn than to be in that sort of situation?" So I dropped out. Yes, I'm a college dropout. Woo, yeah. Um, I guess that would be the low point. I mean, there were some other difficult bits, where I was fighting. Like New York was a little low for me. I had fun, we had a little party with New Kids on the Block, and oh my god, that's really dating myself. And there were some dinners and things again there. It was all about the people. Uh, but I felt a little lonely in New York, and a little lost because I didn't really know the city, and I was just kind of bouncing around. I was young. I was 20. I wasn't even supposed to be able to get into these clubs. I can't believe they let me in. Um, that was probably one of the lower points. I struggled a little bit in the U.S. and I think as we started distancing ourselves, the dancers started separating out a little bit. So, anyways, I'm babbling. Ta-da! High point, low point. There you go.